It's been a hot minute since I saw you last, so I'm very happy that I am here in front of my camera, oddly enough. I never thought I was gonna say that. Today I bring you a review of A Gathering of Shadows, this second book in the Darker Shades of Magic, in the Shades of Magic series by V.E Schwab. And if you follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Goodreads, you'll know that I didn't like the first one of this series very much because I felt like the characters were not altogether there. Everything on the book was more cited on explaining to you how this whole world worked. I can't speak today. This world worked, which is very understandable because you have four different places that are the same and not quite. They're definitely different, and only one person can travel through them, and you know that's the Antares if you've read the first one. But I feel like it left a lot to be desired for the character. You see it coming. Everything that happens, you see it coming. It all builds up to this one particular moment, and then the moment it's here and it doesn't quite deliver, I don't think. So I was definitely excited for the second book to come out because the first one was not up to par for myself. And I reviewed it at the same second that I finished reading it. I believe I'm still in my PJs when I did that, so I'm sorry. But this second one, I have to tell you, it is a whole another ballgame. I love the writing. Now I love the characters, and the ones that I don't love, I still understand, which is very, very, very good. Because even if you don't like characters sometimes, even if you hate them, it's very good to know and understand them. Even if the choices they take are not something that you would ever do. At least for me, it allows me to follow that character and put myself in those shoes, even though it's nothing that I would like to do. And that's what happens to me with Kel. Kel is the Antares all-for magician, but at the same time, he's one of the most unhappy characters in this series. He is completely played by other people, and he doesn't realize it. He's just not, his eyes are not open to this kind of manipulation that he's been having since he was a child. So of course he's damaged, of course he does things out of character, of course he rebels in the worst possible ways, and now he actually has a life to share with his brother, which they are two sides of a coin, honestly, and now more than ever they have to share anything and everything that either one of them do, whether the other one likes it or not. They're sharing what life, pretty much, because Kel tried to save him and therefore linked his life with that of Rye. And it's completely backfiring at them right now, because even though one of them is grateful, he's also very mad that he was dead and now he's not. And it was because of his own foolishness. It wasn't because of Kel not together. He did play a part in that, but it wasn't a particular part that somebody could have taken away. I mean, his part in that was minimum compared to what Rye did. I think. He doesn't think that either, but oh well. And then there's Lila, which is the light of my life in this book because she's so fun and so different from the other two. You wouldn't think they might have anything in common other than the fact that they share sometimes the same place, which they do most of the time. So in this particular book, you'll see them competing in the Esentach, which is, I'm hopefully pronouncing that correctly, but I'm sure I'm not. Anyways, the Esentach is a contest, a competition of sorts, where all the magicians from Red London all gather, and all the other lands of this particular world come together and sort of have fun, show out my power, so if you try to pick a war with me, you know what you're getting into, kind of thing. Every place where it's been held has to have a complete production of the arena, what's going to happen, and fireworks and all this stuff that is going to be part of the Esentach, and then they pick a winner. However, things get complicated. All of Kel's enemies that he thought were buried and dead are not, and are just biding their time until they can get their claws on him all over again. And by extension his brother, which they don't know yet that are linked together. So all in all, a great book. It has a lot more action. You can follow Lila now, which now before she was with Kellen, you didn't know much about her, and now she's on her own. She's faring on her own after the last book she left. There's some places that you're just going to want to Kel, because he is so suffered and yet he's so powerful that it just makes you want to slap him and tell him to do what he needs to do, because at the end of the day he's the most powerful person in there, not the king and queen. But I guess this is why there's a book, and there are more books coming. So the next one is going to be out soon, and I'm very, very excited for this one, actually. So I can't wait to get my hands on that next book. And sadly, it is going to be also the last book in this series by V.E Schwab, according to Amazon again, so don't quote me on it. So yeah, that is definitely great. I am so excited for it, and I am so happy that I actually liked this book, because the first one, it was one that I wanted to like, and that it sounded very good, but it didn't live up to its complete potential. And the second one definitely delivered. The only reason that I gave it 4 out of 5 stars is because it's a little bit slow in the beginning, given that Kel's the one that has most of the chapters just at the very beginning. After you get Lila in the mix and the captain, you'll see what I mean. You're in for a very, very, very nice ride. So I'll leave you guys with that thought. If you want to read the complete review, I'll leave the link down below, and subscribe for all the videos, and I will see you guys next time. Keep reading. Bye bye.